Oh, well, already, damn. Squad is in the building. I'm sharing it on social media right now. Let me see who's awake. Who's awake this time of night, child? Who is awake at 11 p.m.? Royalties, first one in the house. I see y'all. Yes, Gerald. Squad is in the building. Squad is in the building. I thought we would have a little bit of girls talk since social media is a buzz right now. Hold on. 3475114. I put the number in here early. 514-7350. PIN number 429-8651. Did I write that? 8651. Hey, you guys. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Tracy. Everybody's rolling in. Okay, first, I don't know if you've seen it yet. Future posted a picture where he was praying and he said, find real love, period. Damn near impossible to find. And it's got everybody like looking at Future like, really? Future, really? I mean, Future been with who? Like, he got 3 baby mamas already. Then he had Sierra. Then he was kicking it with Black China for a minute. Then, you know, he's back with his baby mama Brittany now. It's like, I mean, how is it impossible? You got so many options. And, you know, like, it's a running joke on social media. People are like, is a condom hard to find? Is finding a uterus hard to find? Like, dude, you talk about real love. Seems like you finding something. You finding something out there in these streets. Shoot, I can't even get a text back, and you get a baby mama every year. You get a new baby mama every year. So I was just wondering, like, is that true? Like, is finding real love that hard to find? I mean, how is finding real love difficult, but then, you know, you're populating the earth? You got different baby mamas. Yeah, the word on the curb is that now he's got, you know, Bow Wow's baby mama pregnant, Joey Chavez. You know, I don't know if that's his baby, but she is knocked up. You know, they were dating for a hot second, but she was also dating Akon's brother for a minute. So it's like, I don't know. She just secured a bag with one of them. I don't know. She already had Bow Wow's child support money. I mean, fruit snacks. So I'm like, is it real love hard to find, especially in the entertainment industry? You know, is it hard for a rapper to find love? You know, Drake got secret children out there. Everybody, you know, the circle is so small. Everybody's dating somebody else's baby mama. Like, I don't know. Is it difficult? Like, what is it people are looking for these days that makes it so easy to find a baby mama and so difficult to find a life partner? That's a good question, Michelle. Let me see what the people have to say. Like this video if you haven't already. Hey, Zills. Bow Wow's baby mama is legit gorgeous. She is gorgeous. There are a lot of gorgeous women out there who make poor decisions. Beauty doesn't, you know, stop you from, I don't know. Hold on, let me do this. But if you care to call in, I want to hear what y'all have to say about love. Because I'm like, it can't be too hard to find. People fall in love every day. I mean, I'm not in love right now, but I mean, I don't think if I found somebody I really like, I might be. Uh-oh, I'm scared. 7865, you're on the line.
Hey, Michelle, it's Gerald.
All right, Gerald, I hear you. Yeah, look, I'm like, you probably
got 2 things to say.
Uh-oh, yes.
Listen, I don't know if Squad watched Candy Go tonight, but I had to check it out and see why it took so long to get on TV. And now I know why it took so Trash. Throw the whole show away. Just, it's boring. I mean, it seemed like Candy is just, it seemed like that she, it's her first time teleprompter or whatever she reading. I mean, I just feel like that I don't think she's ready for TV with the show. And I personally feel like that I'm not about to bring my friend up on national TV and embarrass my friend like that. I felt like that she was throwing shots at Tiny. I felt like that this whole episode was about Tiny. I mean, it's just my opinion. You know, it's just my opinion. I just feel like
you know, for it to be her first premiere episode, I feel like she needed a crowd pleaser. She needed somebody that she thought was going to draw people in. You know what I'm saying? And they talk about sex. You got Tiny on there. You know, the controversy surrounding Tiny and T.I. is never ending. Then you got Dr. Jackie, who was cheated on, you know, and she talked about being cheated. So, but I didn't feel it. I mean, it could, hopefully it would get better, but you know.
To me, I feel like it's a bad platform for women, for Black women, because to be honest with you, you know, and I say that because I don't know the other races and the statistics as far as Black women, you know, their race being cheated on, how many women been cheated on, but I feel like that it's I don't know, maybe it's just me. I feel like that it's giving women the option to, I think this episode was basically saying, you know, who would you cheat on out of these two people? I just think it was more of a hard topic for some women that I know personally that want to jinx their relationship. I don't know, with their husband or with their wife or whatever. But I just feel like that it was a bad episode because I feel like that you're saying it's okay. Like when they put up there, you know, giving the 3 different celebrities and stuff like that, I felt like that even with Tiny, you know, she was saying, you know, she would keep Michael B, you know, whatever his last name is. And I just felt like, just throw the whole show away. Throw Tiny away, throw Jack away.
How you gonna throw the whole show after the first episode? You ain't gonna give them no chance? None?
No, not Candy. Candy.
I mean, look, Candy Coated Nights has been on for years. It's been on for years, right? They talk about sex. We know what they talk about. So why wouldn't we give them an opportunity? Because at the end of the day, like, I think they were trying to be clean. Thank you, JB. I think they were trying to be clean this first episode, and maybe going forward, they'll get a little bit more like the comedian girl that was on there. That was a surprise to me because I'm like, where Nick and Nicole? You know, she was riding with you online, you know, but you know, it'll.
I mean, but I feel like she set Tiny up though. Do you feel like that?
No, because I feel like Tiny and Candy have been friends for so long. You know what I mean? Like Candy know Tiny dirt, Tiny know Candy dirt, whatever. I don't think Tiny would agree to have gone on there if she was being thrown under the bus, of course. And it was pre-recorded, it wasn't live. So yes.
Right. Let me ask you this, Michelle. If you had a best friend, somebody that you rock with, that you love, that you know, your childhood friend and stuff like that, and they in the industry and some major dirt that you know that will kill their career, if you the only person that got a hold of it or knew about it, would you put it out there?
No.
Exactly. So that's what I feel like. I felt like that some of the questions that Candy was asking I felt like that she should have been putting her out there like that. I don't know. Like I said, throw the whole show away. It was boring. You know, it was lame to me. It made me not even want to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta with Candy on it this season. I mean, the storyline with Candy, you know, having this sex dungeon was more entertaining than this right here. I mean, that's just my opinion. But, you know.
Anyway, let's change the subject. Let's get off of Candy for a minute because, you know, she already mad at me this season. I'm just like, okay, let me get off of Candy because I was like, I'm not going to drag her yet. I was going to get him a little while before I touched it. But, I mean, but what do you think about this finding real love? Like this Perpetual Baby Daddy saying it's difficult to find real love. Like, how?
Right. With Future, okay, this is my problem. This is my problem also. I feel like that celebrities, and they do what they want to do. I feel like celebrities shouldn't date other celebrities. Like, find a normal person like me, or find a normal person that's regular in life and stuff like that. I think it's hard to find love in that industry where you're looking for love in the industry instead of looking for love other than the industry or having a normal, you know what I'm saying, type of relationship with normal people. People that are not out in the public. People, you know what I'm saying, that they're not out there like that. And
but that's easier said than done, because the same people roll with the clique. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't necessarily meet too many normal people. And when you do, those normal people are too busy trying to take pictures in your bathroom and compare notes with the other normal people. So, I mean, I can see how, you know, it'll be easy to get, you know, caught up or serious with somebody in the same industry. It's
not hard to find love. I just feel like that you got to want to be loved, and you got to want somebody to love you, and you got to work toward it. It only takes two people that want the same thing, especially when you've been through relationship problems, and you know you've had your days where you cheated and where you played games, and you're now older and you just want to settle down and you don't want to go through the games no more. It just takes two people that know what they want, and you got to work for it, especially with Future being in the industry that he's in. You know what I'm saying? Women are going to come on him all the time. You know what I'm saying? Traps are the enemy is what I say. You know, so if you really, it's not hard to find love. You just got to, you know, just make sure that when you loving the right person and you loving them for the right reason. And I feel like that, you know, if you love someone, you'll do whatever it takes to keep them, you know, keep them happy, you know, keep them satisfied, and to make sure that at the end of the day, you two going home together. At the end of the day, you two are in a relationship despite of what people are saying. And it is hard because, again, he's a public figure. And like I say, when you're a public figure, people are always going to attack your name. And it can be lies, you know, and a lie can take you through some stuff, you know what I'm saying, that will make people believe it. And it's not even true. But is it hard to find love? No. You just got to fight. You got to fight. And if you love a person, you'll fight for them. You know, I mean, like me, I used to date somebody way across the world. Did I have trust issues? No. You know, I knew what I wanted. They knew what they wanted. And we fought to keep that trust until we came together to be able to live together. So I just think, hey, fight for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
Okay.
So I'm gone. They want me off the phone, so don't kill me, y'all. But I love Squad.
No, I appreciate you, Gerald. Look, nobody else calling. That's why I'm like, I'll let Gerald keep talking because nobody else want to chat. We can sit here and chat all day.
They want to see, Michelle, they want to cheat. They want to lie. They want to, you know, they don't like this. This real talk right here. They don't like this. They want to cheat and manipulate and backbite and hold around and stuff. So that's why they won't make it off the line. But it's okay. Because I'm going to throw you away just like I'm throwing the candy show away.
Okay, Gerald, I'm going to ask you a question that the ladies were asking the other night when you were nowhere to be seen on the live. Like, okay, so if you make less than your woman, okay, would you expect her to, like, decrease her living situation to be with you? Like, would you want to be the breadwinner? Or would you, like, feel some kind of way that she's the breadwinner in the household? If both of you guys are working, like say if you made 80 and she made 600, would you feel like some kind of way as a man?
I mean, not really, because I feel like that my money is her money is my money and my money is her money, and I feel like that she's to help me. So if I'm lacking in anything, I feel like it's my wife's duty, you know, as a wife to step in and help me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, to step in and help you. But you are the provider, are you not?
Right. I am the provider. So with me personally, no shade, no tea, I'm always going to be the head and the breadwinner in my family. I ain't going to be with no woman that's going, you know what I'm saying, that's just going to be making more money than me. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't looking for that type of woman. But I feel like I wouldn't feel no type of way.
But what if you fell in love with somebody who just so happened to make more money than you?
I mean,
would it matter?
I'm not gonna feel no type of way. She feels some type of way because I made more money. I mean, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of husbands in homes, and they ain't doing nothing. The woman is, I mean, she's doing everything. You understand what I'm saying? So should she feel bad because I'm the breadwinner of my family? And although, yeah, I'm the head and I should be the person that's doing everything, but there's a lot of no good niggas at home that ain't doing nothing. And they wife doing it all by themselves. I mean, no, I won't feel no type of way. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Okay, Joe.
No shade, no tea.
Thank you so much for your input.
Anyways, thanks for
As always, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Squad.
Bye.
Bye. How y'all gonna tell me somebody else is on the other line? I tell you someone else is on the other line. Hello, Anonymous.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi. Turn your computer down.
Hi, are we discussing this whole love situation?
Yes. Future said that love is damn near impossible to find. Coming from the messenger, i.e. Future, how do you feel about that situation?
I don't believe it's hard to find. I believe these men have too many options. There's so many beautiful women out there, and they're just tempted.
Turn down your computer so you won't be like distracted. Just listen to me on the phone. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, but my thing is coming from Future, who has what 3, 4 or 5, going on 6 baby mamas. Like, how like that message in itself is like, what are you looking for? You're looking for baby mamas. You're populating the earth. Every woman you're with, you get pregnant and you move on to the next. So you say love is impossible to find. Seems like he's not sticking around to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Exactly. He's not looking to settle down with any woman right now. And I believe if these were, you know, if this regular old Tyrone off the street, these women would not be interested like that. And that's the issue. So a lot of these men are playing catch up, like, shoot, now I got the baddest, I'm going to take advantage of it. It is what it is. But that's just how dudes roll. I don't believe every man cheats. I do believe there's some men who want to be in love, but there's also a lot of temptation. And like I said, there's too many options for these men.
So
and they're going to take advantage of it, and that's just what it is.
Do you think it's the men's fault or the women's fault for giving them options? Because I feel like if women were to, like, you know, have a higher standard to, like, not be with men who they know have 5 or 6 or 7 baby mamas, or stop being with men who they know are married. Don't you think there's some, you know, responsibility that lies on the woman's side to these men being, you know, dogs, or some of them who are dogs, as they say? Who's responsible?
Well, yeah, because money is the motive. In this generation, it's all about getting the bag, whatever that means. Like, I don't know if I had a rich man pursuing me, if I wouldn't be that same whore, you know, but it's just, for me, it's just like, you know, that's what it's about. It's about getting that quick bag. And regardless if the man is married or not, 5, 10 kids, as long as you still getting what you want out of it, that's really all the woman is looking for. You know, we know how to play the game just as well as these men do.
Yeah. But I think that just makes it more difficult for everybody else. And then as soon as you decide to settle down, then the tables are turned. You know what I'm saying? So it just, I don't know. I just sit here and watch all the relationships, the online relationships come and go. 1 minute, these two are together. The next minute, they not. 1 minute, you know, then they're with somebody else. And then the last person they was with was pregnant by them. And then it's a whole other can of worms. And they bringing children in this situation. So then we're going to have a whole generation of kids who, you know, don't know what relationships are. So, you know, I don't know.
Right. That bothers me too, you know. But that's just the way this world works. So, you know, let's just hope everybody can get it together.
Right. Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate your input.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Caller 7850, you're on the line.
Hello, Michelle. It's Robert from Twitter.
Hey, Robert.
Just tuned in.
My best friend.
I know you've been on for 18 minutes. I saw the title and I read the article. So let me just kind of weigh in, even though I'm a bit late. So as a 30-year-old man who is going to be 31 soon and who has never been in a long-term relationship, I had to look in the mirror and think like, damn, what's wrong with me? And so I thought to myself, okay, my career was important, my education was important, and so now I'm looking for love. And so I say that to say, Future isn't man enough to say that he is the problem. And as long as you don't look inward, you're never going to be able to look outward and find what you want.
True. And then, it's just that whole other situation where, he allegedly has somebody else pregnant right now. And it's like, gosh, Future, like, what's going on? Like, what's really going on? But yeah, you have a...
Well, exactly. And that's the thing. Like, I have friends all the time, and they're like, Robert, do you ever regret that, you spent the majority of your life, in college and in grad school? And I'm thinking, no, because I get to work from home. I'm an independent contractor. I set my own rate. So while everybody is like, oh, I hate my boss, I'm like, I don't understand that life, right? I don't have to hate my boss.
Right.
I can tell, my client, hey, I don't want to do that. I do want to do that. And so, yeah, I was just talking about this with my friend before calling in. Like, too many times we as men expect to, excuse my language, shit on everybody and then wonder why the universe doesn't conspire to give us what we want.
Right. I don't even know what to say. But you're right, Robert. You're always right. You're always so perfect. I appreciate you.
So let me just say that you look absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I am Black. Somebody in the comments already started that. Let's not do this. We're not doing that. I am Black.
I'm going to save my gossip for tomorrow. I got my housewives talk to talk about. And I was like, let me just talk about love right now since it's so late. And I know this what people, all the girls, we want girls talk late at night. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do love today. And tomorrow I'll talk about gossip tomorrow afternoon. So for those of you who are waiting.
And one more thing, thank you for following me on Instagram. I think I'm going to start posting soon. I'm going to the Lauryn Hill concert, which is in my city July 5th, and I think that's when I'll start posting on my Instagram.
Okay, I was wondering. I'm like, let me follow Robert. I went over there. I'm like, Robert don't even have no posts. Just like Zills.
I know. I'm like 30 going on 60. I do everything on Facebook because I can control who sees it. And so with like Twitter and Instagram, I can't control that. So I'm very conservative on those platforms.
Well, I get it. I think I'm like 100 because I started being very social media phobic. And I stopped posting on Instagram and Facebook because I'm like, I'm tired of all these people stalking me. Like they was really stalking. But anyway, but I appreciate.
Enjoy your night.
Oh, thank you, Robert, and thank you for calling. I love you.
I'm gonna let you talk to you later. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Hello, caller 8301. You're on the line.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, hi. I didn't know.
How are you? Who am I speaking with?
I just wanted to quick. Oh, my name is Shay.
Hey, Shay.
Hi. I don't think that love is impossible to find. I think sometimes we find love, we just don't know it. I think we get in our own way sometimes, a lot of times. One being we really don't know what we want. And when you don't know what you want because of, certain things that may have happened in your life when you're younger, I think sometimes we miss it. We miss a lot. As far as men, being able to be with women who make like more money than them, I think that's very hard, especially for Black men, because I feel like they already feel like they're emasculated in society. So having to, come home and still feel like they aren't pulling their weight in the financial department, I think it's a blow to them, because I think society at a very young age, society has taught you that men do this, women do that. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to men usually are the people that society says, or even your mother, grandmother, whatever, but they are the breadwinners. You take care of the home, and men are on the outside doing what they do. And then you're supposed to come together, and then you make it all work. So I think as far as Future is concerned, I think he's had love. I think he's missed it, is what I think. And I think that, it's sad because now you see him spiraling out of control, because it sounds like to me, his comment is just frustration, because I think that when he's all alone, when everything is all said and done, he realized where he fucked up. Mm-hmm. Use my language. Mm-hmm. And
if you notice, he keeps going back to some of the same baby mamas. He keep repeating himself. He keep going back to some of the same baby mamas. Brittany, he keeps going back to Brittany. So I feel like he may have really cared about Brittany, but he just messed up and kept, I don't know. But I mean, then she keeps accepting him back, and that's a whole nother story. So yeah, he was supposed to marry Sierra.
Who?
He was supposed to marry Sierra. They were engaged, but I think Sierra was pressing that because even with that, he was still seeing his baby mama, Brittany, which is why he and Sierra broke up.
Mm-hmm. And see, like you said, he kept going back to her. She kept taking him back. I think after a while, when a man realizes that he can pretty much do anything to you and you take him back, now we're dealing with the respect, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And once they lose that respect, I mean, it's done with men. Like, you really do. Like, I used to have this guy friend. He used to always tell me back in the day when I was younger, I used to go through all this stuff to my boyfriend. I cried to him. And he used to be like, Shay, I'm going to tell you how you get a man to change. And I was like, what? And he's like, leave him.
Mm-hmm.
And don't go back.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you make him change.
Mm-hmm.
You make him,
the only way.
You make him realize that he really missed something. Don't keep taking him back when he just dishes you out bullshit, trash, and then you take it like as though you don't deserve better. And I think maybe that's what happened with, Future. And you said it was his baby's mom, Brittany?
Uh-huh. That's the one he keeps going back to.
Yep. And see, he probably does love her, but the respect isn't there. And we all know that once the respect isn't there, what do you have? Convenience.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, no.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a reason to change. I mean, she's going to always take him back. It doesn't matter how many other baby mamas he got. She'll always be the first or whichever number she is. I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much, Shay, for calling and your input.
Okay. All right. Have a good night.
All right. You do the same.
Bye.
Bye.
You are currently the only person.
Really, Biggie. But yes, happy birthday, Hazel Blue. I see you in there. I see you and Miss Virgo and y'all. But yeah, I just wanted to come on for a little while and talk about this situation. I mean, it wasn't any, big deal, but I was just like, really, Future? Really? Like, love is impossible to find, but every other day you with another woman and you filling her uterus up with another little Future, another little babe, like it's like one after the next, after the next, after the next. Like, you keep talking about love. I mean, what you're giving of yourself each and every time. So all of these children, what does that count for? I mean, what are you looking for? What are you searching for? It's just interesting to me, anyway. Zills, where you at? Call in number 347-514-7350. We also talked a little bit about Candy Coated Nights. I don't know if y'all saw that. Tonight was her premiere episode, and it was okay. There's snippets of it over on Bravo's YouTube channel, and they showed the snippet where she was talking to Dr. Jackie. Hey, Audrey. Right now it's a little too stiff. Right now, it seems like, they need to loosen up a little bit more. Maybe they need to be drinking shots like Andy does on Watch What Happens Now or something. Throw the whole show away, Gerald. But yeah, it's just a little too stiff, but it was new. It was the first show. It probably was the pilot. Who knows? You said childish topics, but I mean, think about this, Tracy's point. When it was online, it was more childish than that. They were talking about all kinds of stuff, anal sex, threesomes or whatever. So it is what it is. We'll see if it gets to be as raunchy as it was on online. I don't think they can be as raunchy as it was online, which is what made it what it was. It was a late night talk show, so I don't know, how they're gonna make it what it was, or how she's going to sell sex toys and do all of that stuff on this particular platform. I don't know. So we'll see. It seemed better online. It was a little better in the beginning. I mean, again, on TV, they got to be clean. They got to be a little cleaner. So what did y'all think about it? Call in 347-514-7350, pin number 429-8651. You'll give it one more show, Gerald. But next Sunday, you said you got to give it at least 3 or 4, because they got to get their groove. They got to get it, Did YFM and Regine break up? I don't think they broke up, Tracy. I think they had a little spat when he was out with Black Youngster, you know, tossing it up in the strip club. But then they were together during BT weekend right after that. So I don't know. Thank you, Shay. Thank you. Power trumps out. Power was great. Power was great. I liked it. Zill say it wasn't good. I liked it. I watched it earlier today. I didn't, well, I'm not going to spoil it for y'all, but I'm sure y'all already seen it. But, you know, it was very ungood, Zills, really. I was rooting for Dre. I was rooting for Dre to get away. Okay, so I won't say too much about it, Terralyn. I don't want to spoil it for you. But if you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it online, child. Go watch it for free. You know, it's over on all the other sites. 7865. It's on Mr. World Premiere. Hello.
Michelle, this is Joe again. I had to call back in.
Uh-oh.
I had to call back in. Look, let me ask you, Michelle, you know I love you.
Uh-oh.
I love you, Squad. I love you. I love you.
I'm scared.
But be honest with us. You watch the show, right?
Which show?
The Candy Come Night show. You watch the show, right?
Yes.
Now be honest with the people. Tell the people that the show was trash. That it ain't worth watching.
Are you gonna really do that to me?
It was dumb. It was boring. Just be honest.
This show wasn't.
Michelle, tell the truth.
The show wasn't good. I said that. It wasn't good. It wasn't, but there's room for improvement. It was a little too stiff. Right. Like I said it was too stiff. They needed some shots. DJ A1 over there pretending to dance with his 2 little pink jacket on. Todd over there pretending to direct with a clipboard. What is you doing over there? It was just too like, what is going on? You know? And it was like they were just in a room by themselves, no audience, nothing. So
right. Okay. So now I believe the show on YouTube was better than what's been on TV. And like you said, you have to be clean on TV. But my thing is, what's the point of even going on TV if you know your show is not clean? Like, what was in the contract? Are you going? We won't be doing the thing is with any other because with any of the housewives, that's not the show if you don't do what it's like it's on YouTube, though. Right, but with any of the housewives, Bravo has first right of refusal. So, however they wrote up the show, it may have been raunchy, but then they took it to Bravo. The Bravo's like, "Well, we want it, but you got to do this, this, and this." You know what I'm saying? Because they're not gonna let it go to another network. So maybe they, you know, that's what they had to do creatively to get the show. Either way it goes, they got a show on air right now. Other people may love it. You know what I'm saying? The people who used to watch Candy Coated Nights, we know what it was. We don't like it. Thank you, Tracy. So it's, you know, but you know, Bravo has a whole, you know, a whole nother sector. Don't get my attention. Yeah, you know, Candy got a whole Caucasian audience over here too, and you know what I mean. So Bravo is a whole nother audience besides what we're watching it on the internet. So you know, who knows? It may do a whole lot better than it did. We'll just have to wait and see. I wonder if she gonna call up Phaedra up there to see what she been doing on Apollo since they divorce ain't finalized. Am I correct? It was finalized. It was finalized, and Apollo allegedly married that other lady already in prison. I guess I was trying to. I don't know. Yeah. You saw that play out on Real Housewives. Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to call in to get you to say that it was trash. That's all. I love you, Michelle. All right, whatever. Okay, bye. All right, bye. Oh, you so wrong, Jared. You so wrong. 6196. 6196. You are on the air. On the line.
Hello.
Hi, who am I speaking with?
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, it's Tamika.
Hey, Tamika.
Hey, just wanted to call in to talk about Candy Coated Nights. To be honest, love my girl Candy, but Tiny saved the show. I just spilled a little tea, so that kind of made it a little entertaining. Yeah. I'll give it one more shot, just because I like the concept. I think she has a really great idea, but they need to kind of loosen up a little bit. Yes. You know, because it's a really good idea, so I don't want it to fail. But yeah, it was okay. It wasn't all that.
I think she was a lot more comfortable online because they weren't like scripted. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just off the rip. They had topics, of course, but she wasn't reading off her teleprompter when she was, you know, doing those shows at Tags and all of that. So now it's just so like stiff, and you could tell they're reading the questions, and you know, I don't know.
Exactly. Like she got to get comfortable reading teleprompter because you can tell she's reading that, and then I do think Candy is thinking about, oh, I don't want to get censored. I want to get my show pulled before it really gets on air. Yeah, I could see a lot of that.
And remember how DJ A1 and Nikki Nicole, everybody was on the couch. Now they got DJ A1 over there in the corner, like they had DJ Q on Sister Circle, not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Not even giving a lot of input. So it was, you know, DJ A1 slick mouth that made it funny too. So I don't know.
Exactly.
It's a lot.
Oh my goodness, that's a good analogy.
Yeah.
He is the DJ. He is Bucky Dineva on Sister Circle. Heck no, that's a good one. But another thing, and I know this is for your other channel, but when are we going to talk about this Whitney documentary that you went
We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. I was supposed to get with Derek. Our schedules crossed paths. He had some work he had to do, and we just didn't get it together yesterday or the day before. So, we're going to do it. And if he can't do it, then I'm going to go ahead and do it by myself. But I'm going to definitely do it tomorrow. Definitely.
Yeah, because I got to call back in. I hope I don't miss it while I'm at work, because I got a couple things to get off my chest about Pat, about the documentary. Girl, too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched I watched your video that you had did before you had went out there to the premiere, and I was watching about how a lot of people were talking about Pat, and how you were saying about, well, who's her legacy. We already know what's going on. Is it really? Basically, legacy.
Talking, and I'll give you a little bit, like everybody was in the movie. Bobby, Sissy, Clive Davis, like Babyface, like everybody was in the movie talking about that situation, and they used old clips of Whitney. So my thing is, like, it was her life. So why are we, so hell bent on saying don't tarnish her image when it was her life? It's nothing to tarnish. It was the truth. So I don't know, but I do have some.
As a true Whitney fan, the reason why it's not, because honestly, I don't care. I love, from what I said, I love Whitney good, bad, and different, because either way, she gave us iconic moments. Whether she was at the top of, the height of her career, and even when she was just around here to scream about that. Okay, so let's just be honest. But my thing is, tell the dark side, but talk about her accomplishments. It seemed like that's all this documentary is just talking about. How she was drugged up, how she was a good mother.
It did. I give you that much. It did talk about her accomplishments, but we're not talking about that right now. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. Okay, so but it did.
I will be calling tomorrow, girl.
All right. Well, thank you for calling.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Yes, we're going to be talking about the Whitney documentary tomorrow on the ATLien channel. We're going, I'll dissect it with y'all. I'll talk about what they talked about, who talked, and all of that. I took notes and everything, so I can't wait to share that with you guys. But right now, we're supposed to be talking about girl talk. We're talking about, like, I wanted to hear some of y'all talk about all this dating stuff, and I'm just an innocent bystander. I don't have men problems right now, this week, today. So you have to take the good with the bad. That is true. Wait, I am currently the only one on the line. Yep. Miss Virgo, when you gonna call in, honey? This week, this minute, right? This second. Not right now. Knock on wood. Miss Virgo, I see you all the time, and you don't never want to call in and give me no love advice. I just be needing to figure out, where y'all be meeting them in. At y'all be meeting them on the web? Do y'all be meeting them on Instagram, Facebook, Tinder, the League? What's the other one? I don't know. So many of them. But Tinder is a hookup app, isn't it, K-Boogie? Isn't that where people just call, they just hook up to have sex? Or is that like really to be dating? You said tag and high five. Really, Gerald? I thought you was in a relationship, Gerald. You still be on the on the dating sites? Blackly. Oh, y'all telling me all the websites. Oh my. No, Tinder is really to be dating. I thought so too, but people's like that's a hookup app. The League. Y'all heard about the League? You have to get like a recommendation for somebody for the League. What did I say? I was in a relationship 22 years. I can't read the rest. It's too many words, too many letters. Smoke and Chill app. Is that really an app? ChristianMingle. What about the Cowboys one? Hello, caller.
Hello?
Yes, 8550.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi, how are you? Who am I speaking with?
How are you? This Danella from Texas. I called the other night.
Yes, Texas in the house.
Yeah. Now, why are you saying tonight you need some advice? You say you don't have male problems. Are you not dating? Girl, I was like, I want to know. You're a beautiful, beautiful woman. So I'm like,
I am not dating, right now. No, I am not.
You're
dating.
Not dating?
I'm not dating right this second.
Seriously?
Right this minute, today, right now. I have not dated anyone today.
Okay.
I have not.
Okay, I get it. You haven't dated anyone today.
Not today.
Okay.
I haven't dated
I
anyone.
said, wait a minute.
I haven't been on a date today.
You're a beautiful, beautiful lady.
I mean, I have.
I was curious.
I have friends. I'm not married. I don't have no rings on my fingers. I'm just, waiting on my soulmate to come and swoop me off my feet.
You know what? It's good you say that because that's exactly what it's going to have to be. It's going to have to be your soulmate.
Mm-hmm.
Don't rush it.
I'm not.
Don't rush into nothing.
And we talked about it, I'm like, shoot, I was married 10 years. I'm not in a rush. I mean, I want to be married again, but I'm just like,
well, yeah.
I've been there, so I know what it's like. So in the same vein, I want it again, but I won't rush into it. Like, I feel like I rushed into it my first marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was young.
Yeah,
I really just wanted to get married. You know what I mean? Like, I really wanted to get married.
Yeah,
so it's like,
get married,
yeah, and I wish I
wish
I hadn't. I wish, because I wasted my whole 20s being married. You know what I mean? Like, when everybody else was out living single and stuff. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's true. But the second time should be a charm. Like you said, if you don't rush it, it should be.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you.
It'd be a charm. Yeah, I mean,
thank you for the compliments. I appreciate you.
So you know what you want, you know what you're looking for. So
Tell me about you. Are you dating? Are you married, single, dating? Like, I mean, you might have some advice you might want to give me. This old single lady, this old spinster over here. I may be. I don't know how to approach men. I just be like, I'm kind of shy.
Yeah.
You don't have any advice for me?
Hey, you know what you want. Don't rush it. Because if you're looking for it, and don't look for it, because if you're looking for it, you never find what you're looking for.
I always
Let it come to you. It'll come to you.
Thank you.
Seem like you're a good-hearted person, sweet person. Let it come to you. It'll come to you. Don't rush it.
He who finds a wife. Wife don't find a husband. Husband finds a wife.
Yeah.
I hope he's watching.
I'm not going to hold you.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Trying to spill my tea.
Good luck. Don't rush it. It'll come to you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. All right. Bye-bye.
Y'all always trying to spill my tea. Why y'all trying to spill my tea? Caller 8301. You're on the line.
Hello, this is Shay again. I have a question for you.
I'm going to start blocking y'all double callers now. No, what's up, Shay?
Really quick question.
Yes.
Do you think that a woman that used to work decides to stay at home and give up her job and stay at home and take care of the children. And the man goes, okay, that's fine. He goes off to work. Do you think that that is something that helps the relationship? Or do you think that it's the demise of the relationship?
Hell no. Well, it just depends on the woman. We had the same conversation of the other night. I said I would be willing to give it up. Like, you can have it. He can go to work. He can take the bills. He can do all of that. I would take care of the household. I would call the cleaning people to come. I would do. You got that? I would call the cleaning people. I would call. I'll just run the house. Like, at the end of the day, like, I don't feel like that's a bad thing. It's just some women don't want that, and some women do. So it depends on the person.
Well, when I had my first son, I didn't work. My second son, my husband and I was like, you know what? Don't work. Let's see how this is going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, every female around me worked.
Mm-hmm.
And they used to tell me, don't do it. You don't give up your job. Don't do that.
They was hating.
Take care of you.
They was hating.
They used to, you said, well,
they was hating.
They used to get me, Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
I used to so then when I was like, no, I'm going to still do it, because my husband is the type that him and I both, we believe in roles.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been married for 15 years, and that's worked out for us, where we've been in relationships where there weren't roles. There wasn't where we actually sat down and said, okay, this is what you're going to do, this is what I'm going to do. We were just in a relationship, and it was just like all over the place. But when I got with my husband, it was actually sketched out, which actually worked for us. So they used to come from my throat, like, to the point where I still did it. But then when I stopped working, I'll be honest, I didn't understand what I was bringing to the table as a woman when I stopped working, because I always thought that when you work, that was what you brought to the table. So I couldn't get it for like 4 years. I was like, I don't know. I just don't feel right. I don't know what to do. He's like, listen, Shay, what you're doing is the most important thing.
I agree.
He's like, you're there for our babies. And yes, and my husband used to tell me this. Now, he's telling me this, but everybody else is like, girl, go to work.
You got a good man.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Huh?
So you got a good man. You got a good man.
Listen. And so I stopped. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I start, meeting other females that wasn't working, and their husband would work. I moved overseas. And then all the women over there, a lot of them, they were working. I mean, they weren't working. And the men, were working. So when I came back to the States, and the girls, they were pulling at me again. And they used to be like, well, we can't do what you do because, we have to work. They used to do stuff like that. And I said, you know what? Don't try to pull me off of my family ladder. And I won't try to pull you off your corporate ladder.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was unfair. Like, I'm not telling you that you shouldn't work. You shouldn't try to make me feel bad about not working when I actually do take care of my family. Y'all know that. Like, I do a good job with taking care of my family. I'm not asking for anything. I'm not on welfare. My husband makes very good money. And I don't understand why they would come at me, but you're right, they was hating.
Yeah, they was hating. They was hating. Because I feel like that was another one of the reasons why me and my husband broke up. Because I didn't want to have a child unless I could stay at home. Unless we were financially able for me to stay at home and care for that child, at least for a few years. You know what I'm saying? And we were not.
Yeah.
And we were not. And I refused to get pregnant. Like, I broke my neck taking them damn pills. Like, at the end of the day, like, I did not want to get pregnant until we were able to do that. And we weren't. So he went and found somebody else and not
smart. I think it's smart because, when you're a lot of women, they want to be a stay-at-home mom, but then they're not picking wisely as far as being able to be in that position. So if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, and it doesn't make you a gold digger or anything like that. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom, let's be honest, you do have to find a man that can financially pull that weight. But a lot of times when women know that, right, they get a bad name for that. But it's the smart way. When you're in a relationship, you have to choose wisely. That's not the only reason why you're with the man, but let's face it, That's a part of it.
Right. And you know, I said that the other night. I was like, at the end of the day, a man who's not married, he has to pay for a roof over his head. It may not be as big as when he gets a wife or whatever, but at the end of the day, he had to pay for a roof over his head and food and everything else. So when you get a wife, she should just come. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he's already having to pay for a roof. He should be able to pay for that roof whether his wife is working or not. That was my only point. So I'm not saying the wife shouldn't bring anything to the table. I'm just saying, in general, a man should be able to provide at least a roof over my head. So there you have it.
Exactly. I agree. And if he's not in the beginning, then that's exactly what you guys should be working toward, if that's an agreement. Okay, maybe it's not the case now, but we are putting ourselves in a position so that it can be that way, because that's what we want. And I found that out in my marriage. I found out that this is what works for us. This is what works for us. And when I talk to married couples, I always say, they go, Shay, you know, this and that. Like, listen, you have to do whatever your marriage can take.
Right.
Your marriage.
And don't be listening to your friends. They probably single right now.
Huh?
I said, don't be listening to them friends. They probably single right now.
Listen, they all single too. You know, I don't like anymore.
See? It's crazy.
Yep. So, yeah, but it's true. But anyway, I just wanted to call you again.
Thank you. Call as much as you like, honey. The people don't want to talk to me. Everybody can double call, triple call back, man. But thank you, Shay. All right.
Okay.
Bye. Well, I mean, if y'all don't want to talk about relationships, y'all don't want to talk about it, that's cool. I'm currently the only person on the conference call. I think I've taken enough calls. Yes, Zills, call in. Zills. Let's hear what you have to say about the situation, Zills. He ain't gonna call. He's scared. Zills got so much mouth in the chat. But see, the reason Zills won't call, because he can't erase this call. He can erase what's in the chat. Michelle gets agitated. No, I don't, Zills. I want to hear what you have to say. He's not going to call. Anybody else want to call? Lady CCM, would you like to call? Tracy, would you like to call? Somebody call. Give me some dating advice. Tell me where to go meet some men. I need to go to the grocery store more often. What do I need to do? Do I need to go hang out at the Ritz-Carlton or something? Do I need to go to the Palms and, you know, eat lobster? Maybe I'll, you know, meet like a corporate guy on his lunch break. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing that one day this week, maybe. ChristianMingle, Gerald. Yeah, I can talk about ChristianMingle. What about the Cowboys? The Cowboy site. Me and Future, honey, no. I am not the nanny. He got too many children. Whoever Future get rid of, imagine all them children coming over on the weekends. He had about 5 children on the week. No. Too much. Too much. Tell Andy to get me on Love Connection. Oh, no. I don't trust Andy's judgment for me. Did you see the one where Andy set up Portia? You know, that didn't last but 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Like, he was cute when he was talking, but then when he came out walking, I was like, oh no, that's an actor. No, that didn't last. So I hated it too, K Boogie. I hated it too. Andy trying to get storylines for another show. Kenya was at the viewing. Oh, that's so nice of Kenya to be at the viewing. Oh, well. Well, I guess I will close up the phone lines since y'all don't want to talk. I tried. I will be back tomorrow. If not, remember to come on to visit straightfromtheA.com. Oh, I have a call. Hold on. And I'm getting tipsy already, too. Caller, you're on the line, 1781. Oops. 1781.
Yes. Hi, Michelle. Could you hear me?
Yes. Hey, how are you? Who am I speaking with?
Okay. This is Robin. I watch you quite often,
hey,
and
Robin.
I really enjoy you a lot.
Thank you. What do you think about this situation? What were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about future. Talk about future. We talk about candy coated nights. We talk about anything. Just, what would you like to talk about tonight?
Well, let me see. Probably more about relationships. I really like talking about relationships. So my advice to you is just keep doing what you're doing. Keep working on yourself and your businesses and everything, and chasing your goals and everything. And I believe, a man will find you. He will find you. It's like the energy that you put out, like a positive energy. I just always feel like that man will find you. God has a way of connecting people. And I just really believe if you just continue doing what you're doing and staying positive, the man will find you.
Thank you. Azil said you're trying to mess up his money. And I was like, as soon as I find me somebody settle down with, I'm out. Shut down. I'm kidding. I'll still work a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even hear that last part you said, Michelle.
Oh, I said as soon as I find someone to settle down with, I'm out. And then I said I'll still work a little bit.
Yeah, because it seems like you enjoy what you're doing.
I do.
It brings you pleasure, so I don't see you stop doing what you're doing. You probably find someone with a common interest, and it's something that both you guys can do together and just grow your empire.
I think that would be a good thing. I might try that one day. I don't know. I don't want to mix my man with my business, though. I don't want it to ever be like a Monique situation where, he negotiating my deals and sounding all brash, and then be people like, Shay, need to leave that man alone. He will be the death of her career. I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
No, he probably don't even have, that's a different type of personality.
Mm-hmm.
You can have that perfect match and you guys will balance each other out. And you were also saying that, how you would like somebody you maybe want to get into flipping houses, like how you just flip your one house.
Yeah, well, I'm in the process.
Can get into that with you, and like you were saying, how he can take over I heard you were speaking one time, someone who would handle the construction part.
Mm-hmm.
Just give you that little help that you need. But I never really hear you talk much about religion or anything like that. I'm a very religious person, and I'm going through a lot of changes in my life right now. I'm trying to correct some mistakes that I made. I'm actually considering a divorce, and I don't even know how I got on that subject like that. But
I mean, I've been there.
I don't know.
I've been there.
Well, it's quite ugly, Michelle. I've been married several times,
mm-hmm.
and I have married for the wrong reason. So hopefully, when I get out of the marriage this time, I can really just take my time
and focus on you.
Just find myself, and you have had plenty of time to find yourself. So, and continue to enjoy that.
Yeah,
continue to enjoy it, because I enjoy watching you living your best life. I really enjoy it.
Oh, thank you.
So it's like I'm living vicariously through you.
When I tell you, it is such a difference. Like I can tell you, when I was married, I felt like I was in prison. And it's crazy when I look back and I think about some of the things I went through then, and we didn't have much money. I was working a corporate job, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I remember like sneaking to buy stuff and hiding it in the closet, just random stuff like that. And I don't know. But now I've been single for so long. It's like, I can shop when I want to. What? I can go to the movies when I want to. What? I can go out when I want to, and I don't have nobody to answer to. It's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. I know why I'm single. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't want to
But it's changing now. It's changing. You're longing for a spouse.
Yeah. You're
longing for a mate. And I believe you're going to, he's going to find you, and you grow old together. And, if that's a desire of yours, I think it's wonderful, because even though I'm getting ready to go through a divorce, I desire to be married again. Like already, I love being married.
Yeah, I did.
So much security to me.
It was
in marriage. I love it.
And you always have somebody to have your back.
And I'm rooting for you. I'm watching you, and you're a beautiful woman and beautiful spirit. And believe me, you keep putting out that positive energy, he's going to find you.
Thank you. And, and good luck with your situation. Like, I mean, it's a possibility y'all might can work it out or something. I don't know.
No, ma'am. I made a big mistake, Michelle. I made a big mistake. So I got to correct it and then
pray on it and think about it. Because when you got married, you married for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And I said, when you got married, you married for a reason. If you are a spiritual person and you got married, and if you got married in the church and your marriage is bound by God, you just should think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think marriages were meant to end. But, if this situation, he beating you and it's crazy and, leave. But, there are some situations where you...
Well, how about this? I'm just going to give you a little snippet of it, okay? I was very vulnerable when I got with this guy. I actually married him while he was in prison.
Oh.
I married him in prison.
Mm-hmm.
So we never consummated the marriage, and we've seen this going on 4 years that we have been married. And, I was waiting on him faithfully, being supportive and everything. And I have grown so much because it seemed like it's just the way he talks to me. It's like we really got to know each other, like mentally and spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
But then I just kept seeing a lot of red flags.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel it's best for me to let him go and just trust my gut.
Is he out yet?
Because I believe I made a mistake.
Have y'all lived together yet?
No, actually, I met him while he was in prison, and I married him while he was in prison. So I've never known him outside the prison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
I know it sounds very crazy.
No, I get it. I mean, I get it.
It's kind of embarrassing, and a lot of people might say, "Oh, she's crazy." Or,
no, don't ever be embarrassed. I mean, here's the thing: when you go through something, you go through it for a reason. You learn something, and you move on. If you want to get divorced, get divorced. If you want to stay, stay. Nobody can judge you for your situation. Yeah, it's a crazy situation, but shit happens. You haven't consummated the marriage. I mean, to get that mug annulled, and I don't know, I don't know. I'm not judging you, though.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you for not judging me, because it takes a lot for me to even tell people that story. They mouth just drop like, what?
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, prison dudes are people too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what y'all conversations are. I don't know how y'all connected spiritually or emotionally. So there, who knows? Like, people connect one person across country and never meet each other and connect. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's to say? So, I don't know. Just good luck on your situation, child.
Well, thank you. And good luck to you, Michelle, as well. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Caller 7865.
Hey, Michelle, it's Joe again. Since ain't nobody gonna call in, I got some questions for you, Michelle. And to that caller, listen, I was saying this all day in church today, and I'm just gonna say it to the next caller. Jesus, that's all I gotta say about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But Michelle, I got a question for you. You had asked me a question when I called in earlier, and you was like, how do you feel about making more money? Well, let me ask you this, because like you said, you told your past history with your marriage and stuff like that. Now that I know, listen, I got a business too. Like I told you, I do mug shots. And when you told the people, hey, we get paid cents like we do on Google AdSense, but they add up. But, every month when you get traffic to your website, I'm sure you're bringing some good money home. I know you are. But let me ask you this. When do you reveal your financial stability or in a relationship?
Never.
Like when you go out to movies, do he pay for his stuff?
Heck
or
yeah.
you pay for your stuff?
No, he
pay for our own stuff?
He pay for
or do you expect him to pay for it? Like when do you
I expect him to pay for it.
Okay, this is what I'm making, or
he need to pay for it. I never reveal it. Why would I tell you what I'm making? Why would I tell you how much I get? Why?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I may tell you what I do, maybe. I may tell you I run a business. Right. I may tell you something, but I'm not going to tell you how much I make. I'm not telling you nothing.
Well, Well, what I'm saying is like, if you're feeling somebody and I like this person, we go out on dates. Okay, I'm feeling you. Okay, I think I want to be more than just friends with you. Like, at what point of the relationship do you,
disclose
say,
your
okay,
money?
My man is having issues, or he can't make this payment. Let me step in and help him because he is my man. Like, do you want somebody that got a job, or do you feel like that God can put you with somebody that ain't got nothing to help them get something? Because I feel like that even people that don't have anything could be the person that God wants you to be with, and that can actually complete all the years that you've lost in a previous marriage or a previous relationship. I mean, I feel like that God can take a man from nothing and make him something. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, at what point do you say, okay, my man is lacking this, or my woman is lacking this, let me step in and do this for him, do that? Like, at what point?
After y'all been married 20 years, you don't give no man no money, ever. A man don't work, don't eat. It is a man's job to provide. Like, no woman should give no man no money. That man should be able to ask anybody else before he asks that woman. Anybody else. His best friend, his auntie, his grandmama, anybody else before he asks that woman he's in a relationship with. Never, ever.
Right.
Ever.
I mean, because I've seen, like, being in the ministry that I'm in, the church I'm at, I've seen, men that are broken down, don't have nothing, lost everything behind a no good woman, and
but peep game, behind a no good woman. Because I've always taught, if a man ain't giving you his money, he giving some other woman his money. Period. So I mean, no, I'm not gonna give no man no. Why? So he could go pay. So he could go trick off with my money with somebody else.
Right. Okay. Well, let me ask you this: do you say it's okay if a woman meet a man that ain't got nothing?
Yeah, that's fine. But my thing is, we talked about that the other night. A man has to have ambition. I mean, I may date you. You may not have nothing, but I'm not your gold mine. I'm not your ticket to out of the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do that for yourself. Now, if I fall in love with you, I'll move in the ghetto with you. You see what I'm saying? Or, we might get a little house outside the ghetto. I ain't gonna move into the ghetto. But at the end of the day, it's not a woman's job to do that. That's the man's job to bring himself up. I will be there for you as you building, but I'm not gonna build you.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Because think about it. We talk about that too. Would you say men will feel some kind of way with a woman who got 600 G's and he ain't got nothing or whatever? Like that, the transfer of power is different. You know what I mean? Because then it's like she's got the power in the relationship and he's gonna feel some kind of way. It doesn't matter how submissive she is, how much she gives it to him. At the end of the day, he's gonna resent her for even having it over him. He wants to be the one to provide, period. Most men do. That's why, if they with a woman who make $1 gazillion, they'll go cheat on her with the waitress because the waitress make him feel like he the big man.
Right. But what if he loses his job? I mean,
but that's different. I mean, if you're in a committed relationship and things like that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone, life situations are life situations. But when you're entering into a relationship, you don't need to do all that.
Yeah.
It's right. Because if he's ready to take on a wife, he's ready to. I'm sorry.
A lot of men are not in position to provide.
He ain't ready. He ain't ready to be married. He ain't ready to be with a wife. He's not in a position to provide. What are you looking for?
But my thing is, what value what do you want him to provide? Is it only paying the bills? Like, you should want
He's got to pay. Look. No, yes.
Cater to your spirit, your soul,
all of that. My spirit, soul, and provide for me. But I'm saying, I'll be the helpmate. But at the end of the day, that man has to be able to stand on his own 2 feet before he takes a wife.
Yeah.
So if he got his own place, his own car, his own money, then he should take on a wife. If he doesn't have any of that, what you taking on a wife for? And then the wife get pregnant, you can't feed the child. You know what I'm saying? What's the point in even entering into a marriage or a relationship if you can't do anything? If you can't support yourself, you got to be able to support yourself first.
Right. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. You know, like I said, I just want to call in. Have a question. Y'all can't beat me up in the comment. It's just questions because these questions are questions that men ask, you know, all the time. No. You know what I'm saying? I believe that if you have a good woman that can stick by you through tough times and trials and tribulations, you know, whether you lose your job or whether you go to jail or whether whatever. I mean, he might not provide for you financially, but he can provide for you emotionally and sexually. I mean, it's other things that a man can give.
You saying sexually?
Doesn't necessarily have to be materialistic.
You saying sexually? We ain't 20. Like sex, honey. No. Maybe emotionally, but no. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not paying for no dick. Like no, we good.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I understand. Thanks for sharing. That's all. You know, a couple of questions about that. I like to have conversation. I like to have dialogue. Yeah. I like to be open-minded. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk to people that are open-minded. And you're open-minded. Like some of these women in the comments, you can't talk to them. That's why they got no man. But
I ain't got one either.
I mean, no. But what I'm saying is, you open-minded. You understand. I feel like that you are a woman that if you're in a relationship with a man and stuff happens, that you'll stick by him, of course. You understand what I'm saying? I understand that. But when you have a woman, what's that lady that be on them Tyler Perry movies, Angela. When you have somebody like Angela that's always beating you up, always telling you this, degrading you, stuff like that, even in your shortcomings. But that's a whole nother sermon. Yeah. We know what markets do. But on the other hand, if you lose your job, your woman like, you ain't going to find that job. You should. I mean, come on. Like, why are you going to beat a man down or tear a man down? A man wants a woman that reminds him of his mother, the cooking and, you know, all of that stuff, taking care of him when he was a child and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I mean, don't beat a man down when he's already down. You just, a woman that, I ain't gonna say nothing.
All right, Gerald. Ooh, you taking us to church. I appreciate your call.
You're welcome. Love you, Michelle.
Love you too, Gerald. Don't call back no more.
Okay, I won't call back.
I'm kidding. Bye. Caller 6750.
Yes. Excuse me.
Who am I speaking with?
He just wore me out. And everybody else in the comments, he just wore us out. Let me tell you something. First, what you say now?
I said, who am I speaking with? Who's calling?
Oh, this Miss Candy from Detroit.
Okay, Miss Candy, you just go in. You just go dive right in.
He wore me out. He wore my weave out. He wore
not the weave.
He done wore everybody's weave out that's wearing one on the YouTube.
Lord.
He talking about some sex, a man, sexual satisfaction. He can do other things. No, baby, they make enough toys for us women to take care of that situation there. We need financial help, especially if we establish. Don't come into my household, into my chateau, and you not established because I am. Now, if you lose your place of employment, that's all right with me. But they got labor pools and all type of temporary service, Kelly service, all that stuff. Get your tail up the next day.
Better get it together. Got that right, caller. I'm with you.
Go find your tail up at the fastest temporary service so you can get what you're looking for again. Bring a coin back into this house along with me.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
And that man that just got off the phone, he put my weave and my bundles all first up. And then let me get on the other lady that says she religious and she married the prison babe. Okay, ma'am, I ain't trying to dog you out. But my frustration with you is, you said you spiritual, you religious. Why in the heck did you marry a person in the ministry then with you? All the ministry men and army men, you gonna choose a prison babe. That's the only frustration I got with that. I understand, but I would have chosen an army man or somebody in the ministry.
Well, she admitted she was vulnerable, and we all have those times when we make poor decisions, when we're vulnerable, and people tell us what we want to hear, and we jump into stuff. We've all been there. So
he didn't want nothing but the commissary. That's what most of them dudes in the big house looking for, somebody to send them some commissary. They in there messing with each other anyway half the time. So I just would have tried to find me somebody spiritual in the ministry, since she says she's religious, or look for me an army man, somebody that's just trying to do the right thing along with you. Yeah. I'm not trying to dog the woman out or call her down when she's feeling down, but for future reference, I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. Get you somebody in the ministry. Sometimes you can't trust them.
Man, and I'm about to say,
for one of them in a prison day.
The ministry men the same way. They hoes. They be, man. Don't even get me started. They don't.
Oh yeah, the Christians be the worst, because the preacher be going with people, and then they be best friends with the first lady.
So how you co-sign and getting a man in the ministry then? I better.
You know what? I better revive that part, because I forgot some Christian men to be the worst.
Now, how you know her prison man wasn't in the ministry? You don't know.
Now you right. Correct me then. Correct me, Miss ATLien. I think I said that right. Correct me. You right. Put me back in my place.
It's all good.
Shut me up.
I mean, I get it. Like, we all make mistakes. We all, deal with some wrong men every now and again. It is what it is. But she ain't even had no dick. So I'm just like, I mean.
I know you ain't had no tail. Waiting on him. And he probably, I don't know now. He might be getting pretty up in there while he waiting to come home to you. I don't know. But that's what they be doing out here up in the big house.
That's
I could be wrong. And don't let me make one thing clear. I done had some bad relationships too. So I'm not just going to put her down now, because I done had some no good do me dirty. But the Lord exposed them. I done messed with some that was imposters, con artists, lying. But the Lord exposed them. As soon as he did, I cut that cord. Bye.
I know, right? Bye. Cut it off. No turning back.
I cut that cord just to say, and I don't want to see him no more till the day I die. You ain't got to see me then.
Right. Well, I appreciate
that's all I had to say. This is my first time ever calling in, because I don't usually call in and show out like this. This is my first time, because that man, that minister that you got that
Gerald.
I with he put my hair in a mess.
You see what you did to the ladies, Gerald?
He did it to all of us. He wore me out. He wore me out. That's all I got to say. And I know he wore the rest of us out.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right, then, now, I'm about to get on off in that, because I got to get ready for my job.
Yes. All right. Well, good night. Thank you for calling.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye. Ooh, now I got a lot of calls. First, it wasn't no calls. Now all the calls on my Lord. Caller, Anonymous.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Hi, it's Eva calling from Indiana.
Hi, Eva. How are you?
I'm doing well. I enjoy watching. I've been watching you for about probably the last 2 months or so.
Oh, thank you.
I've been enjoying the show, and this is my first time calling in. But
cool.
I had a question for you, just to see if anyone has thought about the men that are out here in 2018 and probably prior to 2018. Have you ever thought about the men that are, let's just say, aging men that have either been through relationships or not yet having been in a relationship, and they're kind of getting to that point to where, okay, I need to lock somebody down, but they're at that point where it's like, I just want a woman. Not necessarily they want a relationship. They just want to lock somebody down.
They just want to lock somebody down? What do you mean, like get pregnant or just get married? Or
as far as saying, well, you're this, you're that, I'm getting older, you're getting older, we should just go on and get married.
That's a song, right? That's Jagged Edge. We ain't getting no younger. We may as well do this.
Yeah, I've had that situation before.
And so what did you do? Did you run or did you stay?
Well, I said, oh no, this is not going to work. Because that's not what I'm, what I'm looking for, number one. But what I'm saying is there are a lot of people out there, men out there, and women too, that that's what they're looking for. So when you deal with that situation, in addition to what your former caller was stating, men on the down low, you've got various situations out there that kind of, I'd say, are not conducive to a real relationship. So what are your thoughts on that?
So are you saying they're playing a game and pretending like they want a relationship and they don't? I mean, because I'm not understanding, because in order to enter into this agreement that you're saying, the woman has to be, down for it. So if she's not down to enter this relationship with somebody who doesn't really want love and, a real relationship, why would she, do it?
Well, more or less companionship, convenience.
But that means she's on board for that.
Share bills, if you will. I mean, it's whatever you want to call it. It starts off as something where it could be possibly a relationship. It could be companionship. It could be convenience. It could even be that, you're there together, let's just say in the same household per se, but they just want to have a person there. And they could still be doing, man or woman, still doing what they want to do on the side. But they still want someone there because they are aging. They don't want to, let's just say, quote unquote, die alone type of situation. So, that's kind of, I don't know. I just want to get your thoughts on that.
I mean, nobody wants to die alone. Everybody wants a companion, but everybody wants the companion that they want to be with. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, sure, people, choose to settle down, just because, and everybody has their own reasons. So I don't know. I wouldn't want to. My thing is, I'd rather be alone than with somebody I don't give two shits about. So, I mean, I don't know.
Absolutely. And that's where I'm coming from. I'd rather be alone. But what I'm saying is that is one thing that pulls people off the market. Let's just say it like that. So you must contend with, that in addition to everything else that's out here in the dating world.
Right.
But like you, I would rather be alone, and enjoy, life just.
I mean, who's to say when I get 50 or 60 or whatever, and then I'm like, well, let me go get me an old man just to be in the house. Like, I don't know. I just get another dog. I don't know.
It's just a thought, I don't know. It's one of those things that, as far as in the dating world, that's another thing that pulls people off the market, if you will, quote unquote, pull people off the market. So it leaves you with, not many choices. And that's all I wanted to say.
Right. Well, okay. Thank you for your input. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Last call. Caller 7686. Hello.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey, who am I speaking with?
Hello.
Hey.
Douglas.
I can't hear you.
Oh,
Turn your phone down. I mean, turn the computer down. Laptop. Phone.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to kind of switch gears a little bit. You were mentioning earlier that, in most circumstances, a woman should never give a man money. But what about if the man comes into the relationship where he's established, he got the house, he got the car? Should he be obligated to give the woman money if she's behind on her bills or if her car breaks down? Does that stain?
He should be
him as well as
nobody should be obligated to do anything. But my point, as far as the woman giving the man money in that situation, I'm just a traditionalist in that I feel like a man should be established before he takes on a relationship. Period. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying. I'm like saying, say he is established, but she's really not. it's in our society and the way some people think is that, well, let's say if you're in a relationship with a guy and he has, you know, a decent amount of money and your car breaks down and you tell your girls, well, he wouldn't give me any money. And, you know, the first thing your girl's going to say, well, he ain't give you no money to get your car fixed. Well, it couldn't be like that on the other end. If the woman has money and her guy's car breaks down, she would be looked at as stupid for giving him money, whereas on the other end, he would be looked at as trash for not helping her out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. It's just a touchy situation. I wouldn't personally do that. I just would. Just me. You know what I mean? But I can't tell nobody what's right or what's wrong. There's levels in every relationship. You know, there's things that people go through. You know, you help me, I help you, you know, and it is what it is. So, you know, there's no black and white as to, you know, don't do it, but I would. And I don't think a man should be obligated, but if he has the means and he does it, and this is his woman, and he just lets her sit on the side of the road, then yeah, that's saying something about him. I would date him.
But and see, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so that's saying something about him if he don't help her. But you just, you know, earlier callers were saying like, no, he gotta have this, he gotta have that. Once he falls on hard times, he can't go to her and ask her for money. Would she be looked at as, well, what kind of woman is you if she can't help you get your car fixed? I mean, do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying, but I just feel like with men, I don't think a man should ask a woman for money ever. I just don't. I just feel like it. But
it's okay for a woman to ask her man for money. That's not fair. That's no different than like when a man goes out here and sleeps with 1,000 women. He's not called a hoe, but let a woman do it. That's a double standard. It's like you can't in one breath say, well, a man should never ask a woman for money, but then, okay, then what about on her end? You know, if he's coming to the table, he got his car, he got his house, he got a nice job, she's coming into the relationship being a beggar. So what would be the difference if the guy came into the relationship
there's no difference. There's no difference. There isn't. I mean, there isn't. There isn't.
I mean, I'm just, you know.
And I'm not saying he should be obligated to help her. I'm not. But the man is supposed to be the protector, the provider, the help. You know what I mean? So if they're in a dating relationship, if they're serious, if you know what I mean, if that's his significant other and she's stuck on the side of the road and he has the means to help her and he does it, that's saying something about him as a man. In my personal opinion.
I agree, but if the situation was reversed,
and if the situation was reversed,
he has it. What type of woman would you consider her if she didn't help him?
A smart one. I don't know. I don't know. I just because he should have it. He look like little stuff like that. He's a man. He should be able to fix his own tire. He should be able to fix his own car. Or he has some friends or homeboys that can fix it for him. Like at the end of the day, like, no, that's just my personal take on the situation. Hello? Oh, yeah. I mean,
like I said, that was just something I wanted to ask.
No, you're right. It is a big double standard. It is a big double standard. You're right.
And I'm not saying that she has to come out and change his tire, but I'm saying like if he gets in a fine, would it be as easy for him to come and say, hey, baby, I need $500 as it would be for her to come and ask Coleman for $500? I'm like, how I feel about this is like, it's some women in society, they feel as if they're obligated to someone else's come up. Not saying everybody, so calm down in the comment section. I'm not talking about all women, but I'm talking about certain women who only go after certain men with money. This man has to have, where she don't have it. She don't have all these Instagram models. They don't have all of this stuff that they're aspiring for their man to be. So that's where I'm coming from, where I feel it's a double standard. Like, you know, it's in certain parts of society, it's like a man has to have, whereas we don't always expect that from the woman.
You're right. We don't. We don't.
Yeah, I you know, that's just That's just something I was always just thinking. And then, like, you hear people saying that if they are in a relationship, that the man has to pay all the bills in the household. So, okay, what are you going to pay? So he has to pay the rent, the electric, the water, the gas, the cable, your cell phone, his cell phone, car. So what are you doing with your paycheck?
I'll be helping in other ways. But yes, he does need to pay all of that, because if I wasn't there, he would have to pay all of it. He needs to pay
all the bills.
Yes.
The man has to pay all the bills.
Most of them. At least the mortgage and the light bill and all of that. But yes, because if the woman wasn't there, he would have to pay it anyway. Wouldn't he not?
And if the man was there, she would have to do it anyway.
What? That's why that's why he found a wife, so he can support her. I'm just weird.
My person, the way I feel about it, I'm like, if I move in with somebody, I want to know that whether you're here or not, I'm gonna be okay. And I think a lot of people aren't thinking about. They're thinking either they're gonna pay it all or we're gonna pay half. But you're not thinking if something happens and that relationship ends, then what you're gonna do?
No. Nobody says that she shouldn't have input in the relationship. Nobody's saying that she shouldn't work. Nobody's saying any of that. But what I'm saying is he should have a stable home. He should have a roof over his head. He should have all of those things before he decides to enter into a marriage, simply because he had, he's the provider. He would have to do that if he was single. Wouldn't he be paying for his rent, paying for his light bill, paying for his gas bill if the wife wasn't there, or if he didn't have a wife?
With the woman? Because what I keep hearing is he has to have. It's like, what does she have to have?
Well, I feel like she should bring all of that to the table as well. But what I'm not saying that she should just come empty-handed. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that he should be able to provide all of that. And if he falls short, sure, she can help. This is in a marriage. But, I don't feel like a man should ask a woman for any money. That's just my personal take on the situation. I just don't. I feel like a man can go anywhere else besides the woman that he's with or sleeping with or, in a relationship with.
Now, are you saying as a married couple he should, or you talking about people are just like in that dating phase where they're dating? He shouldn't come to her, but are you saying?
Well, I was talking about in a dating situation. In a marriage is something complete. Okay. Yeah, a marriage, your money is my money. This is our money. By then, we've already established, the situation that we know it's not about money. I'm not using you for your money. You're not using me for mine. You see what I'm saying? But in general, I just feel like before a man even wants to enter into a marriage, he should have all those things in place. And he shouldn't be asking anybody he's dating for money or for help. And that's just my personal opinion.
Okay, and like I said, I understand that when they're dating, so the woman shouldn't ask her dating partner for money either, right?
Well, okay, right. I wouldn't, but I don't know about other women. I don't know what they have, but I wouldn't. I ain't asking no man to help me do nothing. Besides, get a contractor out there. I'm not asking him to pay for nothing.
I just like, not you personally, but it's just like, just in general, I just always hear the man should have this and this and this and this and this in place. And this is just to date. This ain't even to marry. But it's like we don't have those same obligations for a woman to have her own house, her own car, her own bank account.
Here's the thing, and I said, the double. And just my opinion when I say this, because I feel like, when a woman comes with all of that, we were just talking about that earlier. Some men feel some kind of way if he doesn't have all of that and he's moving into her house. It has to be our house. Or maybe he should buy a house and she moves in and that makes it our. You see what I mean? But when it's like the woman comes with the house and and all of those material things, and the man moves in with her, it's a unequal division of power. The man's not the power in the relationship anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I think a lot of times,
and it's sad that it has to be that way.
Right, and like you said earlier, it's you know, kind of like how it's viewed. It's not looking good. Like I know some men who don't mind if their woman makes more than them, and others ones is an issue for them to make more. But I also feel sometimes the women that make money like that, they are like those characters you see in the movies where Taraji was in Don't Be Like a Man, whatever that movie was. Remember how her attitude was?
Yeah.
And, like, not saying that's all women, but some women have that mentality. And it's like even a TV show that's coming out on now where this lady, she's high powered, and she was like, well, why can't he, you know, bring the same things that I bring? And it's like, as long as we keep putting that out there, of course the man is not going to feel some kind of way when he gets with a woman who makes more. It's just like when Todd and Candy got together. They was clowning Todd because he only made $100,000 a year. In regular life, he would be like the king, but because he only made $100,000 a year and Candy was making so much, he was looked at as less than. And I'm like, me personally, I'm like, as long as my man gets up and goes to a job every day, to me, that shows the true character of a man when he gets up and works. To me, that's just me. As long as you got a job, as long as I know you're trying. But it's like in society, they place so much on men sometimes, like, and I just don't think it's fair.
No, I feel you. I totally feel you. But also society, like nowadays, they just make it seem like, you know, when women make more money, they should give the money to the man and the man should just be chilling. You know what I mean? Like, it's that whole...
No, I don't know.
Well, you know, look, you'll hear Zill's in there talking. But no, you know, I just feel like, you know, I'm a traditionalist. And I feel like nowadays, you know, some men are like looking for women to take care of them, looking for women who make more than them so that they can move in with them and chill and do whatever. And, you know, I don't have to be, you know, the provider or the man or this, that, and the third. Like, I just feel like in general, if he's not working, to provide and support this woman, he's doing it for another one. That's just my opinion.
Well, his intentions are not good. Like you said, he's trying to find that sugar mama. Of course not. But I'm talking about that guy that's working, trying to build. He's not looking to live off anybody. You know, those were the ones that I was like really trying to speak up for. Not the ones that are out here using.
Yeah. But you know, it's different scenarios for different people. Everybody's not the same. But I get where you're coming from, though. It's a double standard when it comes to women and offering help, or you know, it's a double standard.
Well, thank you, Michelle. This is our first time getting to talk to you. So.
Thank you for calling. I appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Whew. All right. Somebody said stay single and go to bed. Call it 0323. Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
6323. Hey, how are you? Who am I speaking with?
This is Eve from Atlanta.
Hey, Eve.
Hey, I would just like to say that Bill is really talking a lot of shit in the comments about women.
What is he saying?
He's saying what can a woman bring to the relationship? What is there to value about a woman? The question is, what do you value about a woman? Because you don't value anything about her if you're saying that. He's basically saying like a woman is valuable.
Zills is being a troll. Zills is doing that to make y'all mad and to make y'all type more. That is what Zills is doing. Trust me, I know. I know Zills.
And then Gerald's in here caping for him.
They just doing that man thing, that bro love, whatever you call it. Yeah. They got a little bromance going on.
See, that's why they single, and that's why they don't stay single. No woman wants to deal with that.
You hear that, Zills?
No woman. Zills hasn't even called in yet.
He's scared.
So, can you make Zills call in?
Unless it's him on the other line. I don't know who this is on the other line. Let me see.
Well, I'm going to hang up, and then we're going to see if he call in, and we're going to see what he got to say.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Zills, is this you? Probably not. Caller 8564.
Michelle.
Yes.
This Monique, Connie.
Who is this?
Monique.
Hey, Monique. Hey. Monique, you was the star of the show last week.
I had to wait till it got real good to call in.
Oh, girl, I'm glad you're the last caller. What you got to say? Juicy and deep.
Okay, so my question is, because you keep on, I think it's on the confusion. When we say,
you gonna get me together?
When you say established, what do you mean? We need clarity.
I was just speaking in general terms. What do you mean you need clarity? I mean, established meaning he has his own place. He has a roof over his head. He has, a car. He has a job. That's it. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like at a certain age, at my age, if you're over 40, you need to have a home. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't bouncing around. You ain't living with roommates. You ain't still living with your mama. None of that. You already have a home. So if you're looking to enter into a serious relationship, I personally feel like you should have those things at that age. That's it.
Okay. So I completely agree with you.
Okay.
But I think sometimes when people say, I don't know if it's confusion when you say established, if the thought is you mean that he has to have, make 6 figures. And when I say 6 figures, I'm talking about.
You just need a roof. You need a home. Like, who over 40 don't? If you ain't got no home and you over 40, then there's an issue. Now, if you 20 something, you working towards it, that's fine. But I'm talking about in your late 30s, early 40s, you need to have a home. You ain't got no roommates and that type of thing. Like, if you're trying to get into a serious relationship, you need to have a home and a roof over your head. That's it.
I completely agree with you. But like when I listen to you talk, and then when I listen to some of the callers, and they're like, well, what does the woman have to bring to the table? I almost feel like it is heard as if he has to be rich, or he has to be, all you're saying is, and I got it the first time you said it, the other night when we talked, I got it when you said it. All you're saying is, if you have a home that's valued $160,000, you making $20 an hour, $25 an hour, and you have a home that's valued at $160,000, and we meet each other, we fall in love, we end up getting married. When I come into that home, you're paying the mortgage, because I've always told people I can't do, if I'm going to be with a man and I got to go half on the mortgage and half on the water bill and half on the light bill, well, then I need a roommate.
Right.
That's not my man. That's a roommate.
Exactly.
Because he's not going half on, it's not half on sex.
Right.
I'm getting it all. You know what I mean? So, if I want to be in a situation where I have somebody helping me pay half on the bills, then I need to have a roommate, because if you ain't getting the half of this, so I think sometimes when we say established, people think most, and not just the fact of being able to be, have a nice house, not the biggest house, not the most expensive house, but a nice house. And like you keep on saying, if he has it when you meet him, if he's paying the bills when you meet him, like his mortgage is not going to go up because you moved in.
Exactly.
The value of his house payment is not going to change because now y'all got married.
Monique, I appreciate
the light bill might go up a little bit because you pay, it's another person in the house, so the light's going to be used a little bit. As a woman, I feel like, I agree with you completely. I feel like you're going to pay the mortgage. You're going to pay. Basically, you're going to do what my mama did. Because my mama, as long as I was in her house, she paid the rent, she paid the light, she paid the this, she paid the that. Now, when I got old enough to get a job, and she was like, okay, so now you're working, so you're going to have to contribute to our household. What's the kind of things that I did? I bought some, I probably gave her enough money to get some laundry detergent.
Buy the groceries.
Put some food in the house. You know what I mean? Like, that's the stuff that I did. And I feel like in a marriage situation, you're basically kind of saying, as a woman coming into getting married to a man, that's kind of how it's supposed to be. He's supposed to do everything that your parents provided for you as far as the licenses, that. Once you got a certain age, then you started doing certain things, but it was still not to the brain scale of what your parents did. Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of the same thing. When a man, and you know me, I'm kind of traditional, just like you, and I go back to the old days. When a man came to the family and asked a man, can I marry your daughter? Can I have your daughter stand and marry? That father wanted to know, well, what are you able to provide? Because I can't let my daughter leave out my house and marry you if you can't put a roof over her head, because I already have a roof over her head. Like, I already have it. So, like, why would I let her come leave my house to go with you and you can't even put a roof over her head? But see, the thing is, we're not doing that anymore. Mm-hmm. Most women, we do the career first. Mm-hmm. You know, we get out of school, we go to college and all of that. Or if we don't go to college, we get jobs and we work for our way up. We have our own apartments and we get our own homes and we get our own. But it's not too many people that marrying out of their parents' home the way it used to be. Everybody with the society and the way we are now, it's like you have to be established first before you can get married. You have to have your career set before you can get married. Yes, and I think sometimes that's where the issue comes in. It's wonderful to have the job. It's wonderful to have the money. It's wonderful to have all of that. But as we can see, all of that is causing a lot of issues in the lines are becoming blurred on how this thing is supposed to go.
Right.
You know, I think the lines are really becoming blurred on how it's supposed to be and how it's supposed to happen. I mean, our parents, our grandparents before that, and the great-grandparents, people have always been there. But the man went out and he worked. Did the wife have a job? Yeah, she might have been, you know, that was back in the day. Just let's say she might have been the woman that worked for the white woman and went and cleaned her house. Yeah, she brought something to the table, but that husband, for the most part, he was the one that was paying the majority of the bill. The majority of the bill. Mm-hmm. And when the last caller was asking you about the, do you ask the man? I feel like if we're dating, if we're seriously dating, and there's something that may have come up with me financially, I don't feel like I should have to go to a man and ask the man for anything. Because first of all, I'm able to, like she would say, but you can take care of yourself if you have your own job. You do. But if you know that there's a need as a man, you know that I have a need, me coming to you asking you for anything shouldn't even have to be an option. If you know my car is not working as a man, you should be trying to offer to help me. I shouldn't have to say, and I could have money in the bank. Mm-hmm. I could have the money to take care of my car. But you should offer to say, well, baby, do you need some help? Mm-hmm. Now, if I say, no, I got it, well, then I say I got it. Mm-hmm. But as the man in the relationship, these are the things that you should be doing and offering to help me. Because the bottom line is, if I'm taking care of myself completely in this courtship, as I would say, while we're dating, how do I know you're gonna step it up when we get married? When we get married, if you don't show me that you have the ability to be concerned with my needs when we're dating. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. Because if you're not concerned with the needs when we're actually dating, when I get married, I know you got my back.
Right.
You ain't showed me none of this before we got married. I'm supposed to just marry you and then just figure that, oh yeah, he's gonna bring the money home. He gonna take care of me. Like, you never showed me that you were capable of doing that in the dating scenario. Mm-hmm.
I just feel like people are lost these days and they will accept whatever. And then they in the comments like, that's why you single. That's why you child. Okay, that's why I'm single. And that's why there's so many men out here taking care of women because the women that they with not expecting them to do anything for them. They paying half, but they taking the other half of their money and taking care of old girl over on the south side. So y'all better stay woke. Y'all better stay woke.
And the thing is, when you say that about, and I think the thing is, when the both of us say about taking care, we're not talking about you got to take me on $2,000 shopping sprees and, you know, buy me red bottoms. And what taking care means that my necessities are, I know you going to take care of my necessities. I'm going to have a roof over my head. I'm going to have some lights when I come home. I'm going to have some water when I get home. We're going to have some food in the refrigerator. Like, that's what that means. If you can't show me that you can do that when we're in a dating scenario, then how can I say, yeah, you know, when you ask me to get married, I can say I do.
Right.
You know, this is the thing, Shelley, this is my first time telling you this. I've never been married before.
Okay.
And I am, at this point, I am 48 years old. Not that I never was asked to be married, but I was so independent. Like, I was so independent. You know, I don't need you to do this for me. Like, that's where I was, you know. And if you can't do this, and if you can't do that, and, you know, and if he didn't do it how I wanted him to do it, then I'm walking away. But then I really didn't understand what I would have, not that, how can I put it? I didn't understand what I needed to be as a woman to a man. And when I say that, what we talked about the other night was when we talked about the submission part. You know, I wasn't in that frame of mind. Like, my frame of mind was, this is what I want. You're going to do what I want. You're going to do it when I want, how I want. And if you don't, then somebody else will. Like, that kind of was my thing. So the reason that I wasn't married is never was because I wasn't asked. I just didn't know how to be a wife.
Wow.
I didn't know how to be a wife. So at this point in my life, and when I realized some things, and when I woke up to some things, and when I started listening to men, because a lot of times as women, men are talking, but we ain't paying attention to nothing they're saying. Because everything they're saying, when they say that, we feel like they're saying they sound chauvinistic. And how dare he tell me, you know, like, I was reading some of the comments, and I heard Gerald saying that women want so much, but a man can't come home and even get a home cooked meal. You know, and then it's like, that's the kind of thing that women be flipping out over. Well, I work every day and I work as hard as you. But that's the point, maybe you shouldn't be like you. That's what you keep on saying. If I get married, I'm not going to work as hard as I'm working now. So that's going to open you up to be at home, to have a home cooked meal for your husband.
And that's what I said too. We have to let the man be the man. I mean, it is what it is. Like, you know, if you're going to submit, you know, but you have to choose the right man to submit to. So, I mean, it's nothing wrong with catering to your man. It's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's saying that's, you know, that you shouldn't do that. Nobody's saying that. I'm saying do it. And I'm saying I will submit to you, but you got to, you know, put a roof over my head. That's, you know, like, at the end of the day, like, if you want certain things from a woman, you want a woman to be a certain thing, you got to provide certain things for that woman. Period.
Exactly. And, you know, that's what our counterparts do when you think about it. Because I've always worked around a lot of Caucasian people, always worked with a lot of Caucasian people. And I had to watch, I learned a lot too watching their relationships. Because when I was young, they had this lady, you know, her husband, he worked and he did well and they had a business together. And sometimes he would pop off a little bit on her. And the first thing I was saying to myself was, girl, you stupid. You need to say something to him and this and that. And, you know, I wouldn't let him talk to me like that. That's what I'm saying in my head when I'm watching certain things. But as I started looking, because that's my first natural reaction. And as I started looking and watching, it's not that she allowed him to disrespect her. He may have acted a certain way in front of people sometimes. And it's not that she didn't handle it. She just didn't handle it in front of me. But because of where I come from and because of my background, I wanted her to do it in front of me. Like, he embarrassed you in front of everybody. You need to embarrass him. You need to say something in front of him, in front of everybody.
Right.
And that's not how she handled it. She handled it, And it was handled because the next day you could tell when they came back to work, the vibe would be different. You know, because I worked in their business, the vibe would be different. And that's because when she got home, you could tell she dealt with that situation. And his whole attitude was different after that. You know, and I think it's just like they go to school, you know, and like I say, and I'm talking about outside of home. They go to school, the man goes to school, he gets an education, and he gets married. And most of those couples, when they get married, they're actually moving into their home together. With us, and not as a whole, but with Black people as a whole, we as single women, we have already been established. You know, we've been working for 10 years or so before we even meet our mate, before we even meet our husband. So we already have our own house. So it's not an issue of we're getting married and moving to the house together. We're building this together. He's providing. He's showing you that he put his name. Y'all signed those papers for that house together. You know, and then y'all decided when y'all gonna have the kids, and you decide she's gonna be a stay-at-home mom, and she's at home until the children go to kindergarten, until they, go to pre-K and all of that kind of stuff.
Right.
It's just a difference, I think, because of how we do things and how things have gone. Because I have one kid, he's 20 now, and I wish I would have done what I knew to do and what I was told to do, and that was to get married and then have the child and then do certain things. Because when you start taking care of yourself, when you start having to take care of another person, you become so used to doing things, and sometimes it's hard to put all of that down and allow somebody else to take care of you, because sometimes it's hard for women to submit, because is he going to be able to do for me what I do for myself? Like, can I trust him to really step up and be here the way I need him to be? And some men, they're ready for it, but we can't give the ball. We can't even turn the ball over. It's like the man.
We have to be conscious about it. Like being,
exactly.
Yeah, because we have to be strong in our daily lives. I mean, because as Black women, as one, I know, as a business owner, all of that, I got to be strong. I got to be the boss. But when it comes to dealing with my mate, my man, or whatever, I'm gonna let him be the boss. He can run it. He can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was saying it the other day, like dumbing it down. You don't have to be dumb per se, but you can, just let the man be the man. Let the man, be in control, and move on.
You gotta, you don't have to know how to put the furniture together, hang the curtains. This is all the things we do in single life. We just set curtains. We get up there on a ladder with the curtain rise. We go buy a bookcase. We know how to put the bookcase together.
And even if you know how to do it, sometimes just let them do it. Shit. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. That's part of the submission thing. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the thing that was hard for me. Like in a relationship, when I was younger, if I went and brought the bookcase or brought the entertainment center, and I'm like, babe, you gonna put this together. If you get up and do it right when I say or right when I ask to do it, that's all right. I do it myself. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm putting it together myself, and I'm doing this myself. Because you didn't do it as soon as I asked you to do it. And that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know how to just bring it home,
submit,
put it there,
and
let him pick it up when he pick it up. Because one short thing that I understand about men compartmentalize everything. Yeah. They and women that have children or married or been in relationships, living in relationships, we are all, when we think about it, they compartmentalize things. Sometimes they come home and you telling them, oh, this happened at school and that happened at school and the baby needs this and the children need that. And they're not really saying nothing to you. And they're hearing everything you say. But they're not really saying nothing to you. And then we going, oh, because I'm saying this and I told you this and you're not paying attention to me. He heard everything you said. But the thing is, he might have been on his job today. And them folks told him that they're about to close that whole division down. So right now, what's going on his head is I need to start thinking about making some other moves. I need to think about how to provide for my family. 4 days later, he just found out that his job is secure. He gonna come to you and say, well, you know, when you was telling me about the, you know, this and that, and you was saying like, child, I done did 20 more things since then. You just talking about that. I told you about that 4 days ago. And you want to talk about that right now? But that's the difference between men and women. We are multitaskers. We could dress the children, talk on the phone, stir the pot on the, you know, cook the food. We could do all of those things. That ain't what men do. They have boxes for what's more important. They compartmentalize everything. This is what's more important right now. This is what I need to take care of. Then when I finish with this, then I need to go and take care of this. They don't do 99 things at one time. As women, we do 99 things at one time. That's why we are called the help me. That's why we were built the way we are, because we help him complete all the stuff that really needs to be done in his life. That's really what needs to be done as far as house and stuff.
Right.
He's thinking about the job. He's thinking about how I'm going to keep this job. This boss came to me talking some foolishness, and I got some people at his house that I need to keep a roof over their head. That's what he's thinking about. We built to do 99 things outside of the job. That's why we so good at having the job too, and still doing 99 things in our house with our children and all of that. That's why, and then sometimes we look at men, and it's like, well, why you can't do, like, why, what's wrong with you? Why you can't do what I do? Because he ain't built to do that. That's not what he built to do.
Well, Monique, as always, I appreciate your input. You always provide such insightful commentary. I am going to end the show now, so I appreciate you being the final call tonight.
Thank you. And yes, I do talk a lot, but I only talk again because I just read a comment. Yes, I do talk a lot, but I only talk again when I have something to say. Thank you very much.
It's all good, Monique.
People in the comments.
I love you. I appreciate you for calling. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It's one more call. Should I take it or no? Should I take it or no? Well, I guess since they were waiting, I'll take the last call. I've been on for 2 hours. I have made up my hours to y'all. Caller 7865.
Michelle, thank you for taking my call.
Oh, shit.
Listen, I'm gonna let you go after this. But Michelle, look, let me say something. If y'all women want a man that just can take care of you, then just say that. What's the point of a relationship if all y'all want a man to do is take care of you, pay the bills, pay that? What do you do?
That I do everything. I do everything. I'm a businesswoman. What are you saying? You talking about me personally?
No, what I'm saying is, no, not professional.
But when I speak, though, I'm just speaking for personal.
About materialistic things.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, I'm at an age that, I mean, and I'm not saying, my thing is, if I love you and I care about you and I'm dating you, we go through things in our dating relationship. In order to marry you, these things must be in place. That's all I was saying for me. Now, I'm not talking about, the 20-somethings or whatever, who are chilling, want to do whatever. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about me. I'm a divorcee. I date. And if I am to get married, these are the things that you must have in order for me to take your last name. This is me, Michelle.
No, I don't need a sugar mama. I made good money, got a nice car, got a nice place. But my thing is that y'all women do men so wrong. Y'all do men so, not all of
men
you,
do women wrong.
Men so wrong. He can't even come up. You want him to work all day, but at the end of the day, you don't have no cook meals. You don't clean. You don't wash nothing. Then you want your name on the lease. You want your name on the car note, but you want him to pay. You want him to pay for everything, but you don't bring nothing. At the end of the day, we got all of this. Do you love me? You know what I'm saying? Do you see me like you saw me years ago? I mean, at the end of the day. When God created Eve for Adam,
who are you mad at? Who are you mad at?
I'm mad at the whole chat because because some of y'all women ain't gonna ever get a man because you are so close-minded. You only look at materialistic things. You're not seeing the bigger picture. It's not about him doing everything. The Bible says when God created Eve for Adam, she was to be his helpmeet. So when he fell short, she was to come in and help him. It wasn't that he was supposed to do everything even when he fell short. That's my problem. Even if you go into a relationship thinking that a man's supposed to do everything, then you're saying oh, he don't supposed to make no mistakes. You're saying that he's a perfect man. That's not the case.
Gerald.
You have to leave room for mistakes. As a woman, you have to meet him halfway when he falls.
Gerald, you do not have to be. You do not have to be. Gerald.
But I love you, Michelle. Let me get off here. Y'all don't make me mad.
I can't even rebut Gerald. Damn.
I got to go pray.
Gerald. First of all,
I love you, Michelle. I just like having a conversation. I just like to make people think.
Okay, I appreciate it.
It's nothing personal. I love y'all. Good night, squad.
Good night, Gerald. Good night.
Bye.
Whew, y'all got Gerald mad, honey. Y'all got Gerald mad. Gerald was the last call of the day, and I'm not saying that a woman does not have to meet a man halfway, but when you're in a dating situation, hell, mother plucking, no, don't ask no woman for no money. What kind of dude asks a woman for money? I mean, for real though, what kind, like, dudes should look at you funny if you go and asking your girl some money. What kind of dude are you that you can't get your own money? Like, what? I don't get it. This is just me. I feel if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I've always been told, if a man ain't spending his money on you, he's spending on somebody. So, I mean, what he gonna get money from you for? I don't get it. But anyway, you guys, thank you for tuning in. I don't know how we got on this topic again. We was talking about Future saying that love is impossible to find. This always, girls talk always turns into something different. It's been 2 hours. We talked about everything from candy from power, candy coated nights, everything. So I appreciate you for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow. We plan to do the Whitney Houston chat tomorrow on the ATLien channel. If you haven't already liked this video, please like it. It's 168 people in here, only 100 likes. Okay, I see. Haven't liked it when you got in, like it when you leave. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like this video, subscribe, visit straightfromtheA.com. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you for the super chats, you guys. Thank you, Zills, for moderating. And thank you, squad, for tuning in. I will see you later. Good night.